Well, like I said, we went out in the greenhouse and found a bunch of beautiful flowering plants. You have a bunch of things here. This is just the tip of the iceberg, what I saw in the greenhouse.
Yes, it is. So lots of beautiful, colorful foliage as well as flowers this time of year.
Well, that's what I wanted to point out. It doesn't just have to be flowers. Although the flowers are gorgeous, you can also do the same thing if you have problems with pollen or what have you. You could also create the same effects with colorful foliage like this croton or this beautiful begonia or even the little polka dot plant in the front there. So flowering plants as well as foliage plants mixed together gives you lots of great color in a house.
Yes. So but there are a few things you need to think about.
Like what?
The first one is going to be the light you have available.
Oh, light, that always comes into play. It seems to be the limiting factor on a lot of things.
Yes, it is actually the key factor in selecting your plants. So if you have something that's flowering, as a general rule of thumb, it's a good idea to have about half-day sunlight.
They're going to be a highlight, or fairly highlight plant to have enough energy
Yes.
to produce those flowers. That's a energy-consuming activity for a plant.
Yes, it is. So, and then the foliage plants will usually just do with very bright but indirect light.
Okay.
We consider full sun directly in front of a south-facing window where you're going to get 6 to 8 hours of direct sun a day.
Okay.
And then half-day sun or filtered light, they're very comparable. It can either be in front of a window, in front of a sheer or mini blinds, or it can be backed away from the window anywhere from 2 to 4 feet.
Okay. So that's not very far.
No.
You can't be sitting on the coffee table 8 feet into the room
No,
and expect
that's
it to
a
have
low
bright
light
light.
plant.
That's a low light plant. Before we go, we need to talk about feeding all these things because like we said before, all these flowers and fruits and so forth require a lot of energy to maintain on the plant. And to do that, you've got to feed them. And I like to feed with every single watering. So if it says to add, I go about quarter strength. Is about what you do?
Yes.
So about quarter strength of what it said on the label with every single watering. And then about every other month or every third month, I'll take the plant to the sink and just run plain water through it so you don't build up any soluble salts in the soil and cause that white crusty stuff around the edge of the pot.
Yes, it also helps you avoid brown tipping on a lot of the foliage.
A lot of brown tipping if you get too many salts in the soil. You're exactly right. So I think that probably wraps us up for flowers in the house for the winter.
Okay.
I want to thank you very much, Crystal. Thanks for having us here
Thank you,
at Echoes
Keith.
Garden Center. And I hope that inspires you to add some color to your winter indoor garden.